Hi, so today we're going to talk about why you're not truly sabotaging yourself when you emotionally eat. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Michelle. I'm a certified holistic nutritionist and emotional eating expert. And today I wanted to talk about why you're not really sabotaging yourself as an emotional eater. And so for me, for many years, because I struggle with emotional eating, I thought I was just so against myself. Why can I just control myself? Why can I just do the thing in order to be okay around food, to not be using it, to not feel out of control around food? And I really thought I was sabotaging myself. And, for everyone, and conventionally, we always think we're sabotaging ourselves. We have to fight back at that part of us that, how dare we do this? How dare we have this pattern? And so what I want to say is that that's not really what's going on. It's not that we're trying to really sabotage ourselves. There's a few things going on, and I want to share them with you. So just to sort of share again, emotional eating really is when we use food to cope with our emotions. So we use food to soothe ourselves, but it's really a band-aid. It's not getting at the root, which is getting into the emotions. And so in a way, when we're sabotaging ourselves, we think that we just can't do the thing, but it's not. It goes a little bit deeper than that. So I'm going to share that with you. So what's really going on under the surface is that there's a part of you that only knows how to be with emotions in a certain way. And so we all have different parts of ourselves. We have different aspects of ourselves. So you might say, this part of me wants to go somewhere and the other part doesn't, or this part of me wants to eat, this part doesn't. We are sort of have these little parts of us all over inside of us. And so that part of us that goes towards food when they feel an emotion, that's a part of us that's trying to protect us, to keep us safe. It thinks this emotion, if we have this emotion, we are not going to either get the approval or attention. We're not going to get a result. So we use food to not have the emotion. Maybe that emotion is anger. Maybe that emotion is telling us we need to speak up. Maybe that emotion is telling us we have certain needs and we have to voice them, but we can't. Maybe we grew up and we couldn't have boundaries. We couldn't say what we really needed. We had to sort of take that emotion and hold it in. And so this part of us that's sabotaging us is trying to make sure that emotion doesn't pop out. And so it tells us to go eat food. It tells us to go soothe with food because it's going to temporarily make us feel okay. And then we kind of forget about the emotion, even though it doesn't really go away. And then, we're stuck and we think we've sabotaged ourselves. When in reality, we're trying to keep ourselves safe. And so what I would love to invite you to do is think back to when you first started emotionally eating, or think back to a time where you felt kind of like you couldn't feel your emotions. What was going on for you? Did you feel you couldn't share your emotions? You couldn't say what you needed? Were you afraid you might have been rejected or abandoned or punished? Is this what was going on for you? So think all the way back to then. And the reason I'm asking you to do that is because I want you to start seeing this part of you that is sabotaging you in a more compassionate way. Because the more compassion we can have for ourselves, we can actually create more transformation and change. Because if we're yelling and bullying this part of us that is only trying to keep us safe, we are going to create a lot of resistance and we are going to stay in the pattern longer. And so this is just a way to open up your perspective a little bit. Because when I first heard that, that gave me a lot more self-compassion. When I first heard that about other parts of me and I was sort of beating up myself over things, I realized, I just do those things to keep myself safe. It doesn't mean my behavior is healthy, but it does mean I'm doing the best that I can to keep myself safe. So this is like the tip of the iceberg. Then we need to, once we're able to have more compassion we can dive deeper into what's going on under the emotional eating, or what this part of us is doing, to really start transforming it into a more helpful way of being. And so this is what I do in my program, the Emotional Eating Evolution Program. There's one part of the program that's really focused on emotional wellness. And this is where we go deeper into these parts of ourselves and start transforming them, start creating more compassion and more ease, and transforming the pattern so it's more helpful and it helps us go in the direction we want to. It's not about beating ourselves up, punishing ourselves, thinking something's wrong with us. And so this is amazing, along with the two other key areas that are so important, which are true nourishment, strategic digestion, and body acceptance. So all three of these and emotional wellness, they get to the root of emotional eating and help you to create sustainable change. So I would love for you to let me know below if you were able to look at that part of you that sabotages yourself a little bit more compassionately. And if you have been able to do that, leave a comment below. And of course, if you have any questions, please let me know. And if what I'm saying is resonating with you and you're looking for a different way of moving past your emotional eating, one that helps you align with yourself and you're not beating yourself up and fighting yourself, then I would love to invite you to book in an emotional eating assessment call to see if the Emotional Eating Evolution Program can support you, because this is a step-by-step approach to move past emotional eating and to feel more at ease and confident in your body. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. And please be sure to like and subscribe as well.